Hi everybody, it's Jay and I'm back with another sneak peek for this week's audiobook release here on Say with Jay, Me and the Sweet Snowstorm. Me and the Sweet Snowstorm is the fourth book in Jessie Gussman's Good Grief, Idaho romantic comedy series, and it's the story of Kimber, city girl and travel video blogger, and granddaughter of Miss Agnes, the ringleader of the little old ladies there at the Cherry Tree Assisted Living Facility in Good Grief, and Bane, adventure guide and modern-day mountain man. It's a very fun, sweet, opposites attract kind of love story, and it'll be out this Friday on Say with Jay. In the meantime, here's a little sample for you. Hope you enjoy it. We want to thank everyone for bringing a covered dish and encourage you to help yourself to the food. There's plenty left. Doug is back with the mic. Chuckles ripple through the crowd. There'll be more dancing in a bit, but we want to honor a few more special people in our lives. Doug grins at his wife, who's grinning back at him, and then Lee moves her eyes and looks at the lady standing next to her. Your grandmother really gets around, I say in Kimber's ear. Agnes has seemed to recover from Jay leaving and is grinning slyly. I don't worry too much about that, because I get the feeling that Kimber wants to back up and lean into me. Maybe she has that same feeling I do, the feeling of wanting to share your life, your burdens, share happiness, and your workload with someone. Maybe it's just me wanting that.
You're not even kidding. I have a bad feeling about this,
Kimber says, her cheek brushing mine again, her mouth moving by my nose as she leans her head back and whispers beside my face. Funny, I haven't had too many times in my life I've been this close to a woman, but this feels natural to me. I think it's the specific woman. Miss Agnes, you can explain this better than me. Doug hands the microphone over to Miss Agnes.
Gladly,
Miss Agnes says, looking completely comfortable standing on the small stage in front of everyone. I wouldn't want to talk in front of a crowd like that, but I don't think your grandmother's afraid of anything.
You're right about that.
Kimber agrees.
Talking in front of a crowd isn't hard.
Her face turns. It's so close our noses are almost touching, and she says,
But facing down a grizzly bear is.
I'm a-gonna respectfully disagree with you, ma'am, I say in my best mountain man voice. Maybe I'm using humor to cover what I feel is an inadequacy in my personality. Because, yeah, I would far rather face down 5 grizzlies or more than get up in front of a crowd of people and talk. She doesn't say anything else, but there's an expression that passes over her face that makes me think maybe she likes my respectful disagreement. I'm terrible at guessing those things, though.
Doug and Lee wanted to thank the two people that were instrumental in getting them together and, at the same time, saving Cherry Tree where they both worked and providing Good Grief residents with a senior living community.
My stomach starts to swirl in an uncomfortable and somewhat sickening way. I'm sure they're talking about Kimber, and I hope they're talking about Kimber and someone else. But as I rack my brain, I can't think of anyone. I don't know everything, though, so I hold out hope that they're going to be calling attention to someone else in the crowd.
My granddaughter, Kimber, and our tour guide for the whitewater rafting trip where Doug and Lee finally fell in love, Bane.
The fire hall bursts with applause as Miss Agnes waves us up to the small stage. There is nothing in me that wants to go, because, as I've just admitted to Kimber, I'm not an in-front-of-people kind of guy. Maybe this is where my childhood kicks in, because I spent most of it doing things I didn't want to do. Sure, we played a lot, but there was also a lot of work involved in cutting wood and killing and drying food so we didn't starve, not to mention doing the odds and ends jobs that my parents picked up. Plus, I don't know anyone who wants to get out of a warm bed in a cold winter morning and start a fire. I'd certainly rather do that than face a room full of people, but again, I'm used to doing things I don't want to. Kimber turns around and looks at me, her brows lifted. I think she's expecting me to balk. I will face this the same way I would face a grizzly. I don't want to, but it needs to be done, so I'll do it. The idea of sniveling in the back, scared and crying, is not in my makeup. Maybe it's instinct, but as I take a step, I reach for her hand. Hi, this is Jay, and thanks for listening. If you're ready for another great audiobook, here's one we think you might like. Or check out the playlist with all our latest releases. Don't forget to subscribe to Say with Jay, give this video a thumbs up, and tell us what you liked in the comments.